So this is going to be a short and sweet, like, live, and probably it will be the only video on my channel from here on out, since we're, since me and Fred input and stuff is not helpful at all, then everybody else can figure it out. I don't know what last night was about, and I didn't watch it, but from what I hear from everybody, Cher threw us completely under the bus when I sent her freaking numerous stuff to show you guys and told her that we still want to do this. She hasn't even a different form. Like, she took if he had to have ID, it said yes, and then but she didn't even freaking really go beyond that. And now, because we had freaks out and throws us under the bus when I explained everything to her. Literally. And then she tells me that she didn't go live and say the things she did. And then I have so many people of you contacting me. You guys don't understand the last few days that I've had. You don't get it. Everybody's been telling me she was going to do this.
Before she ever went live and even announced anything about the polygraph, me and her done talked and stuff, and I told her if anything about my ID, if I had to have it, they wouldn't need no need to pass forward, because I done knew that.
Yeah, we told her that at the very, very beginning of the freaking, before we did anything, that Fred did not have an ID, and that we told her this from the beginning. And now she's freaking, like, turning it around and, like, saying she's going to donate to Brandy Neal and act like it's like, and she was lying to me, like, the whole time, even though she made a post saying she was donating to Brandy Neal, and she was lying to me, and because I didn't see the live, and I didn't see the post because she knew the days I've been having, and I haven't been on YouTube. And so she took that to her advantage to talk shit and freaking have a whole channel full of fucking haters, and then proceed to take, and then she has every single hater as a mod. This is her and tries to tell me one thing and goes live and says another. Like, no, I can't do that. She's got to have a better, she wants to be Switzerland and be friends with everybody. You cannot do that. She's telling me one thing and you guys another. She's telling me she doesn't even look at Fred as a suspect, like, at all. She's been saying that for months. And then she goes live and then she tries to tell you guys different. I'm done. This is why I can't work with people. We want that polygraph more than anything, but she went on live yesterday and told everybody when she lied to me and told me, oh my God, you guys have no idea everything I sent her to show you guys about what we've been dealing with. And she didn't listen to a whole fucking thing. And from what I heard from you guys, she was sitting there saying things like, well, I don't understand how they got a fishing license and a marriage license without an ID. Well, if she would have fucking asked us, we could have told her. Yeah, a lot of hate in that chat, and she fucking let it. She let it happen while she's sitting here trying to tell me a bunch of fucking bullshit and fill my head with bullshit. And then she made me think last night and feel bad because I contacted her, flipping out on her, like, what the fuck? Why am I having people say this shit? And then she made me think, then she's like, well, I wanted to put Andy on the spot and put him on the spot in front of everybody. And I have to be nice to him. I'm like, why are you having to donate money that you got for a lie detector when you don't even have enough for one, when we are doing it? Why are you having to donate? What about Andy? Get his done, and in the meantime, we'll get this fucking ID situated. We wanted to do this. We want to. And then Cher comes on and says bullshit, trying to make people think, like, suspiciously about our, like, because we got a fishing license in a marriage. You guys, if you guys remember, the marriage license, we had a paper ID, a Tennessee temporary ID. They let us get married on that. Okay? If Cher would have listened to all the shit I sent her and prepared her for that live, and she didn't show a fucking thing I gave her. I had the whole incident like recorded. I had all our attempts online to try to on the Social Security site and the IRS site. No, we have to upload an ID to verify his identity on the Social Security site and IRS. Okay? When we call, they tell us, I'm going to post a video, and that's going to be the only video on this channel. And then you guys can fucking sit here and deal with this shit yourself. I am done. Done. I'm so tired of the backstabbing and bullshit. Because if you guys heard my messages and the shit she's been telling me, it's not matching with the stuff I'm hearing her say live. She says she's donating it. But she didn't even have enough for one, supposedly. It's like, well, what about Andy? Oh, you know what she told me, guys? This is laughable. Well, the people voted. They don't want Andy to take one. I was like, dude, you are so, dude, no. I was like, you are so full of fucking shit, dude. She had a chat full of haters and then takes a poll asking if Andy should take a polygraph. And then had everybody. And so now I guess since it's voted no, oh, Andy doesn't need one. After all the shit she's fucking told me behind the scenes. And you know, like, we were doing this so that Andy would have to take a lie detector. That was the whole point. Now it's like she's like working. And then she goes, well, Ryan was even standing up for you. I go, Cher, if you fucking believe that shit, then we do not need to be working together. The dude was trying to put on his show. She cannot. She's still talking to Ryan behind the scenes. She's still talking to Andy behind the scenes. She's still talking to all these haters. Well, pretending like she's our BFF. Same shit she does. You know, and I truly believed her. I truly, truly believed her. No, we have a fishing license. Obviously, we have to have a fishing license because Fred's been fishing. You just go online and order a fishing license, guys. It's not hard. It's a fucking fishing license. It's not, that's different. The marriage license, if you don't remember, I'm going to make this into a video and you guys can sit there and watch it till you're, I guess, forever, because that's going to be the only video on this channel. And so I guess you're going to have to get videos from shit and interviews I've done from other hate channels, because there's plenty of them out there. I'm tired of it, guys. We're the only ones that's trying to get anything done, and everybody's working against us. Like, I truly believed in Cher, but you know, it's almost like she got scared. Like, you know, if she would have freaking listened to the stuff I was saying, it makes perfect sense. We still want to do it. Why didn't she contact the Polygrapher and work with them and try to get them to have us come in with some other kind of form IDs? No, she didn't do anything. Have her show that, her proof of her really going out of her way, trying. I bet she didn't. Well, we went out of our way to do everything to try to make this happen. And it's an ID that's going to stop us? Are you fucking for real? You guys, this stuff is petty compared to the real life stuff I'm dealing with. Like, I have no problem getting this channel up right this second, and am. Thank you. Sorry. So, I don't know. I imagine she's probably going to delete everything she's fucking said to me and everything so that I can't prove everything that she said, which I'm not going to be on here anyway, so I guess it doesn't fucking matter. I don't really want the drama. I'm tired of proving myself and people working against me when I'm trying to get shit done. Like, she's just seriously was working against us. Like, why would you do that? I literally talked to you right before your live yesterday. And then everybody's like, well, you should have known better. Well, I guess so. She has done some pretty shitty things in the past, that's for sure. But, you know, like she really opened up to me about stuff. We got really close, I thought. But I guess it was all a fucking game, like she did with Don Wells, to try to get information. Like, what? What else did you learn, Cher? Besides, we're the same people behind the screen as we are in person on the phone. The same shit. We're telling you right now, it's the same shit she has throughout her whole messenger. There's nothing that she could show differently than what I've shown you guys. Why isn't she using? And then to tell me that people don't want Andy Bernard to take a lie detector test, and the people voted, and that's it. The people voted. People don't want Andy Bernard to take a lie detector test. Well, I bet if I fucking asked right here, right now, it sure as hell would say yes. She asked in a whole chat of haters that are trying to get Andy out of trouble. Like, come on. So fuck her, and I'm done with this shit. Don't message me, ask me questions about Summer Wells' case. Don't freaking message Fred and asking him questions. You guys can look at the... I don't know what all these other people have done, which is basically nothing, because they know so much. Well, that's good, Victoria, because you won't have to believe us. You won't have our content to believe anymore, so it doesn't matter. Unless you are one of our very close people, do not call us. Do not message us. Do not ask us questions. Our close people know who they are. Besides that, do not contact us about any questions on the Summer Wells case. We have talked over and 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 said the same things over and over and over. And this is what we get to? Cher saying that Andy doesn't need a polygraph? Fuck that! That's what all my hard work has gone in for? No, I'm done! You know how frustrating it is for freaking years to try to prove something and then get this whole lie detector thing situated just to have the person that's arranging it like working against us secretly? That's how I feel. And I didn't want to believe that. I did not want to believe that you guys, Fred told me about a month ago that she was trying to back out. And I said, I go, I think that, this is just a lot of stress. And like, occasionally, at times I felt like I've wanted to back out. But we're not, I wasn't planning on it. And we were still not planning on it. And she freaking pulled that shit last night. And then made a post today. After I talked to her, after her live, I went the fuck off on her. Like I'm talking right now. And what'd she tell me? Oh, I'm not, she was like acting like she was crying and shaking and she was so sorry and she was nervous and she didn't want to look at chat because she didn't know what to say. And I was like, okay, I understand. And that she said she wanted to put Andy on the spot and caught him off, catch him off guard and ask him. I go, okay, fine. But then today, a few hours ago, someone contacts or lets me know she made a post saying she's going to be donating the money on the 21st and that she apologizes. She didn't say maybe or if shit doesn't work out. She said she was. And and she lied straight to my face. Right when there was proof on her wall. All I had to do was go fucking look. And bring it right back to her and be like, what the fuck? You just told me differently. Oh my God, my blood pressure is good. Literally, she just told me differently and then post that she's donating. She had just told me, like freaking out on me because I was pretty heated. And she goes, I said it was she's like, I said it was an option. I said if it doesn't work out, that that's what she claimed, right? Did you guys see her post? It said she was on the 21st that she was donating. Donating what? You don't even have enough for the first one. What about Andy Bernard is what I said. You know what? And she said to me, the people don't want Andy Bernard to take one. You've got to be kidding me. Anybody who does not want Andy Bernard to take a polygraph, Cher included, you are not for Summer Wells. Fuck you. You don't think the people want Andy to take one. That is the most ridiculous shit I have ever heard. I already contacted. That's the whole thing. I already asked him that. Kawana, sorry for yelling. Sorry. I already asked him that. I gave Cher all those emails to his probation officer. She was supposed to show those yesterday. Did she? Of course not. I sent her several correspondence emails of us contacting his freaking probation officer. And I said, well, can't he get in trouble? Isn't it illegal for him not to have an ID? And she was like, well, technically, yes. But I can't think of what else to do. Yeah, I'm going to post that in the video, and you guys can watch it when you miss me till the end of time, because that's going to be the only video up. I'm going to post a video since Cher did not post the stuff. And you know what she told me? I go, Cher, why didn't you show any of the stuff we sent you yesterday? Why did you try to make us a certain way? She goes, because you said you were going to make a video. I said I was making a video after that shit show of a live you made yesterday. I said after. You guys, this is my last video. I don't care, if I don't care, how I look to anybody or how. This is it. This is truly how I feel. And I know I know it's not healthy but I will be over it here in a few minutes. I have other things going on and other things to work on. I had a really important meeting today I rescheduled because of this stuff, because I can't focus like I need to because of all this shit that I've been dealing with, And I really wanted to get that done today, but this came up, you know, right before I was supposed to go. And I'm like, but I rescheduled. I have other things going on, guys. I'm training for a position, and I don't have time for this fucking bullshit anyways. I will continue my tarot. If anything huge comes out, I don't need Cher. Cher will not be standing with us at the end. Thanking her for her hard work and helping, because she is not, no. I'm not going to have any more apologies from her. No more freaking crying apologies from her. So sorry. No. You know, I opened up to her, and I mean, I imagine that was the whole point of her doing all that, was to try to get, you know, information off of me for content. And it just shows the person she is, if that is truly what she's doing. Oh, thank you guys. This is not too like the people who are, you know, we're close to and stuff. It's not meant for you. You can still message, but don't message us anything going on YouTube, any type of drama, what anybody's saying, nothing. We don't care. Don't email it. Please do not email it to us. Do not send it to us. If you have a legit question, you can ask. If you're one of, you know, our people we talk, you know, close people, you know who you are. Doesn't mean you're cut out of our lives or anything. Only like, I mean, only as far as like coming on here and posting and being an active part of the community and stuff, it's just not going to be happening. I know many of you guys told me it's never a bad or never a good idea to partner up with people ever. But I did not think it was smart for me to handle the money part of that whole situation. Cher has been around longer. She knew better on what to fucking do. She's had the experience. She's done shit like that before. So we're let her handle the money part, because it wouldn't be very good for the people handling the money part to be also the ones arranging the polygraphs, especially when one of the people happened to be one of the people taking it. I have a feeling she was frustrated and thought she was going to get attacked, and so and just got scared and decided to throw us under a bus instead of doing the right honorable thing. I seriously believe that's what it was. And I don't know why she took that route. I don't. I mean, she could say because I yelled at her or whatever. But yeah, of course I'm going to yell at her after being like, what the fuck? You keep saying different shit online than you're telling me. When we talk constantly, like all day long, then she goes online and says something completely different. Wouldn't you guys be suspicious that she's up to something? And then post shit like she's telling me, she said if. She doesn't want to be looked at. So she's like, she didn't say if. She said she was donating it. She should have, yeah, exactly. That's what I thought too, Marie. But you know what she said? The people said Andy doesn't need one. That's what she goes, didn't you see? The people said that he didn't want one. I swear to God, guys, that's what she fucking said. Is that really the normal consensus of this community? Is that, I mean, because if you guys seriously do not care, if that's how little you guys care about Summer Wells and getting the truth, then I don't want any part of this. That is disgusting. It's not, I mean, come on. She's been the one talking to us privately for weeks And how can she, after everything she knows, sit there and say that when she's told us how suspicious, telling us that the polygrapher that she tried to arrange for Andy Bernard, here's a secret, here's one, you heard it here first, guys. This is what she claimed. When she called to try to get a polygraph for Andy fucking Bernard, guess what happened? The person knew who he was and had worked on the case before and really was interested in giving him a polygraph and did not think he would show up. He was super interested, and Cher even knows this is the truth. I even suggested to her not to go with that guy because he was overly willing to wanting to do that polygraph. I was trying to be fair. But the guy he said that he has polygraphed a witness in the Summer Wells case. We don't know who that witness is, but he said it was not Andy Bernard. And that from the way he sounded, he knew stuff about Andy. And he was and she knows. She's had she even told me. She told me too when the first thing she told me, several months ago when I talked to Detective Lawson and Pruitt, they both called Fred more of a witness than a suspect. I'm like, and you don't say anything? See, that's what I'm talking about. Like, why wouldn't you say anything? You keep it to that shit is this to keep to yourself and to try to be cool with certain people because you don't want to put out something bad about Andy Bernard because you want to be cool with certain people. This is about Summer Wells. No, you can't do it online, guys. I'm going to make a video and show what we've been through. We've tried it all. They want to upload an ID to get anything. The Social Security office, the IRS.gov office. Seriously, we've tried everything for years. And I sent her everything. Fred had to get a lawyer the last time he got his identification in 2016. When that whole incident with Roy Fanning happened, he also had his lawyer because his in 2015 and Laura's, because of some information Laura had put online in a website, had their identity stolen. So in 2016, he was having a hard time, the same type of issue, getting his fucking identification and shit. Probably had lost it because when you're in the drug scene, you don't keep very good eye on that kind of important stuff. It was a nightmare. He had to ask his lawyer to help him get his identification stuff. I told Cher yesterday. I said, I bet because Amos actually was the one that thought, well, you should contact a lawyer. And I was like, actually, and then that's when Fred, told me about that incident and how he had to have a lawyer that time. And I was like, and they were able to do it. And I think a lawyer would be able to get it done in less than you guys just delete and ban these people. Why are you following me, Melissa? You freaking drunk. Go to rehab. Seriously. Get out of that abusive relationship. I'm sorry that your husband beats on you, but don't take it out on me. No, he can't. Guys, where's that ID gonna go? Where are we gonna ship that ID? A Tennessee ID. We're gonna ship it to Indiana. You can't. He kept going into Tennessee and getting his paper ID, and that's how we were able to get the marriage certificate. The fishing license, you just go online. Anybody try it. Gosh, all you have to do is freaking go online and type in Indiana fishing license and pull it up. It's that easy. They don't ask you for a fucking ID for a fishing license. People, please use your brain. I know. Grow up, people. It's ridiculous. It's not boo-hooing. It's like, this is a one and done. What you do every night of your life, Melissa, is boo-hooing. Going on these review channels, talking shit, complaining, negativity, that's boo-hooing. Like, I don't want that in my life. Like, I get this shit out of the way and I'm done. I have other stuff to handle. I don't want this stuff holding me back in my life like it does people like you. I refuse to go down, be like you. I do. I'm sorry. I refuse to be like any of these people who can't have a backbone. And that's the problem with Cher, is she wants to be cool with everybody. She doesn't want to upset anybody. But she threw us under the bus in the meantime, which, like, what kind of fucking friend is that? Dude, like, are you serious? I mean, look under her video. She's the one that was calling us a friend first. Oh, we've become so close and stuff like that. Like, totally, like, I know the shit she pulled with Dawn and stuff, but, like, I don't know. I mean, she should have. I just feel like she kept telling us, like, she did not, how suspicious that she was of Andy, and that, but obviously she's like, oh, all the time, maybe I should tell Ryan. I don't know if I should tell Ryan this, but I'm like, he's not, I'm like, why are you talking to these people? Like, if you seriously think, like, these people are causing interference in Summer's case, then why are you freaking modding them and making buddies with them? Like, you've got to be real and stand for who you are. Stop freaking playing Switzerland and trying to be cool with everybody. It can't happen. No, she threw us under the bus. There was no out of options. She threw us under the bus. Absolutely threw us under the bus. She told me differently. We did not tell her we weren't doing the polygraph. Why didn't she just go ahead and do Andy's? All of a sudden, Andy doesn't need one? When we've been talking about it for freaking, like, how many freaking months? That was the whole goal of doing it, was to get Andy to do one. And now she freaking says Andy doesn't need to do one. Like, really? So, why is she right? I don't know how she planned on paying for it anyways. She didn't have the money to pay for it. That's the whole fucking thing. And she didn't want to come back on her. And instead of trying to crowdfund to get it, she knew she wouldn't have had the money October 4th. So why did she schedule it then? Why not schedule it after you get paid? She doesn't get paid for this month until the 21st. So how did she plan on paying such a large amount of money for a polygraph on the 4th, this Saturday? You guys think about it. She threw us under the bus and tried to make us look like the bad people, because instead of saying she simply did not have the money for it. Right? I guess Fred does, Rihanna, but she goes, and that's what pissed me off so bad, is the way she said it to me so condescendingly. Like, after for so many months telling me how sus Andy looks and how, like, she believes Fred completely, and like how bad she feels for him, week after week, day after day, then to turn around and then say, oh, the people doesn't want Andy to do one. He doesn't need one. But Fred does. Doesn't that contradict what she just said? That contradicts what she told me. That she thinks Andy's sus as fuck, and that she feels sorry for Fred. If you feel so fucking sorry for Fred, then why are you trying to make shit worse? And just be honest on what fucking's going on. That's all I ask from her, is honesty. And as far as the Social Security, guys, to change the address You have to come into the office and bring your ID. So any mail is still going down to Tennessee. He hasn't been able to get his insurance figured out because of getting that. He can't get it switched because he has to go into an office to show his ID. You guys don't understand. Like, it's been a nightmare. It's been a freaking nightmare. And I don't even, did she not play the whole recording of us at the BMV and what happened? Like, it explains a big part of it, all the questions I'm hearing that she was asking. It was. And behind the scenes, the whole point was to really to clear Fred, and that also for me, like I told her over and over again, I really wanted Andy to take one, and I knew he wasn't going to take one unless Fred took one. And see, you can't, like, I can't. Cher's trying to be friends with everybody, you know, and say one thing or say other things behind the scenes. Like, and it does not work like that, because you're going to have to throw it in that type of situation. You're going to end up having to hurt somebody. And she chose to hurt me and Fred. That's what she chose. Which DMV tape? The video or the audio recording? Did she play the whole 6-minute audio recording? Oh my God, I just freaking answered that. See what I mean, guys? I just answered how we got married. And that's why I don't understand why Cher didn't freaking tell you guys this shit. What about the audio recording? Did she show the audio recording of me talking to the cashier? Or to the person? Sorry, Abby, I'm just in a bad mood. We brought in that stuff. New York mom. We brought in the bank account. Everything has to be original. Original mail. Can't be photocopied. Ridiculous. I'm like, can I print out like his social security? Can I print out? Like, no. But no, we were able to get married because they married us on a paper ID. And we didn't even know if they were going to be able to do that. And we were able to do that in Tennessee when he was at the halfway house, because he was able, like, his information wasn't changing. So all he had to do was go in to Tennessee and renew his license or his ID. And it kept getting shipped to the halfway house, if you guys don't remember. And you remember he wasn't getting any of his mail? So we went 3 different times to try to get and paid each time to get his ID. And all 3 times, he never got his ID. He never got his mail at the halfway house, like his snail mail. And many of you guys can remember that hassle we went through.
He's got to get 4 paper IDs.
Yeah. And so he had, and those are good for 30 days, I think. And we do have a picture of that front and back with a barcode. And we tried to show that at the BMV too. Nope. Doesn't count. We've gone more than once too, guys. We've called all the people, all the offices at Social Security, Social Security disability. We got online. So the only thing I can think of is a lawyer, and maybe we can get a lawyer. And I bet a lawyer could, that's why I'm saying this video I'm going to put out. Like, we still want to do the lie detector. We'll come back for that. We'll arrange something. If anybody, like,
I went to Knoxville to try to get my.
Yeah, well, we'll put that in the video that I make. We still want to do this. I don't know why Cher made it seem like we don't want to do this, and that all we have to do is get an ID. Or she could have tried a little fucking harder. We had people call like lie detector tests around here, and all of them said that they would work with us with an ID. But for some reason, Cher's one won't. Like, that they could take other forms. But Cher doesn't even try. And that showed me no proof of her trying. I didn't want to think that. I didn't want to believe that. What? See, the way people are saying it is like she said she was, like it was basically not happening and that we weren't doing it. She doesn't even get paid till October 21st for all this money. And then she's acting like it's just over. And she blocked me too, by the way, guys. That's when I knew it was fucking... That's when I knew what she was up to. When she fucking blocked me. And yeah, I was pissed. And yeah, I was yelling at her like this. But she's yelled at me. We have got into it before. But we always usually work it out. But instead, I thought we had it worked out. But no, she goes live and then tries to blame it on anxiety and her being scared. Oh, so you're scared, so you lie? Yes, she blocked me. So I'm like, well, great. I guess I know what time it is. And no, I didn't record. I don't know. I'm sure she's going through and deleting all our messages and stuff so she can like try to spin shit the way she wants if she chooses. But, you know, I don't say anything. I don't really care. There's nothing I say like behind the scenes you guys can't really know. I shared like some private things with Cher. And it would just say show more about her if she shared a lot of private stuff with me as well. But like father, like daughter. Oh. Are you serious right now? She said she was keeping 100 for migraine medicine and marijuana. Was she serious? What and what do we get for the fucking hassle and shit that I know I don't want anything either, but what the fuck? It's not about what you can get. You're going to get the views and all that comes after it. You have to put in the work first. She backed out before even finishing the fucking goal. We even told her we didn't even want a freaking hotel room. And now she needs $100 for weed and pills. You guys, that was not the deal. See, you don't change freaking shit all in the middle of stuff. I guess we needed a damn fucking contract. Yeah. Why couldn't she told me that she goes, we still might be able to get it, was the last thing I heard from her. Then she goes live and then fucking says this shit. She told me we still might be able to get the polygraph. And I thought that meant like she was going to try to talk to the guy and see if he could take other forms. All she asked the guy is if he needed his ID. And he was like, he was like, yes. Basically, she didn't even really try and show him the stuff. Like, she didn't try at fucking all. I'm telling you guys. What she pulled with Liliana. I do know that was like some shit too, putting her picture up there in front of the yard. That was disgusting. But still, like, the benefit of it, she would have benefited after with the views and stuff. She would have made her money back. She would have made the money back that she would profit. But she just wanted, I mean, she's keeping $100. Was that the stipulations beforehand? She collected money to go there and didn't. Oh my God. That's just so shitty, guys. I don't know. I started to private my videos and it won't let me. It's making me do it 50 at a fucking time instead of privating it all of them. So tempted to just freaking. They ask you when you go to like turn it off. There's a way to turn it off, and they'll ask you if you want to keep your videos or whatever. I'm so tempted to just and I'm not just saying this stuff, guys. I really, really I need to get away. I don't want, unless you are, do not message us for questions, unless you are like one of our close people and you have questions. Like, besides that, like, ask Cher, ask Andy, since they're so valuable. And since everybody here has it figured out without us and don't need our help, and we're just like hurting the case, then you don't need my videos. A couple hundred? She collected more than a couple hundred. But whatever. That's on her. That is on her. Like, as far as her, with her, between her and her God or whatever, that's something that she's going to have to deal with herself. And if she does keep the money, or if she only donates part of it, then she should have never got herself into this if she did not want to be part of it. She should have told people. I even asked her the last time she pulled something like this. I asked her, I go, are you not wanting to do this or something? Because the way she acted seemed so different online than what she was acting behind the scenes. And then it's like, no. And I'm like, so instead of her basically coming on here and deciding she wants to back out and doesn't want to do it, and she doesn't, and now since it's been, that's why she doesn't want to do Andy's. Now, the people said they don't want, didn't you see? The people don't want it. Yeah, that's all I needed to hear after, and to know, like, if that's truly how you feel after telling me how sus he was for weeks on end, and telling me how this former investigator, the way he was acting when you mentioned Andy's name and acting like it was laughable that he would come in for a polygraph. Do you forget all that stuff? Do you forget the way the investigators, like in Hawkins County, reacted when you mentioned Fred as a witness, but you failed to tell everybody that and kept it to yourself because you wanted to further an agenda? Because there's no other reason to keep such valuable information out from. And sorry about the K crime from Burn Barrel. Why it says at the bottom. I don't know why. Hold on. I don't know. Well, I'm definitely taking like a good time away seriously, like away. I'm not going to be, I'll post this video. I will post that so you guys can see like the issues. And if somebody's a lawyer that could get his freaking, help us with this identification pro bono, you could probably get it done in freaking minutes. Well, it's going to take us freaking, days or weeks to do. So like, that's what I was hoping that we were doing. I even told Cher that yesterday, and she's like, yes, do that, do the video. And like, if we could get somebody, we could still get a lie detector within a couple weeks if we could get somebody to just help us get an ID. We don't need Cher. We could have people pay straight to the lie detector person. If she, I don't know why she couldn't have just like just told everybody she didn't want to do it, instead trying to form it like she was like it was our fault, and all of a sudden nothing can happen. Andy can't have a polygraph or anything. I mean, I sent her emails between like his probation officer. That's the thing. She did bite off more than she could chew. And instead of freaking admitting that, she freaking threw us under the bus, is how I feel. And that's all I'm going to say. I'm not going back. I don't care what shit she puts out about us or what she wants to say about us. But, you know, I just need at least some time away. So please don't mess. And Fred's actually really, he's really at his limit too. And I never see him like this. Like, he is one of the most laid back people I have ever met. And let's see, I'll make the ones public that I just made private, but I won't private the videos, but I am going to take a break, and I'm not going to punish Summer Wells, even though I know my content, you know, we're so unhelpful and all we're doing is harming the case, right? We haven't tried to help at all, or, you know, we have, yeah, we're the only, I feel like seriously, we have spent our last several years of our life, especially, I mean, oh my God. No, we want her to we still are going to take a lie detector. We still want to do that. I'm sorry you don't see that, Kate, but her making that post, I did feel like that. She was, from what I hear from people, she was backing out of the lie detector test. That's not what she told me in message. She basically made it seem like, but she put it out there basically like we were backing out by not being able to get an ID. It's like, why did you suddenly go to us not taking it? What?
That's like involved to it.
What?
Like it just popped up in the notifications.
I don't know, hon. That's weird. Oh, because I just oh, okay. I'm sorry. Yeah, you guys might get a bunch of notifications because I just made a bunch of lives public that I had privated earlier because I was like, but I am gonna be away, and it's, I know, but she said that Anise, she told me the people don't want Andy to take one. To me, she just doesn't seem like to want to deal with it. Like, she just got overwhelmed, and I guess, and instead of handling things correctly, I guess she should have probably just not gone live at all if that's the way she was going to handle it, because she should have waited till I was in a spot where I could go live with her, because, like, to explain it if she wasn't going to show anything. No, I didn't watch it because I heard it's horrible and that I would be really upset if I watched it. Fred was super upset about it, so that's all I need to know. And he is very, very, like, laid back. And I get upset like this about videos, and he'll be like laughing, like, why are you letting it get to you? So I know if he's upset about it, that there's a reason to be upset. And I've had several people email me and be like, what the fuck? It's not about getting Candace to do anything. We don't need Candace to do anything. Why do you think that, New York Mom? I will once I calm down, but no, I mean, it was kind of like a mutual idea. Fred wanted to take a lie detector, and that's kind of an idea I think that came up together, you know, and we're like, you know, and Cher decided to take it on. And yeah, I mean, kind of in a way, yeah, she was the host of it. And Fred really wants to do it and still wants to do it. Yeah, he can rewind. I don't want to go over. I'm very upset. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be rude. Niece, if Fred is upset, yeah, it wasn't about Candace. If Fred is upset about it, and look at her post too. All I need is to know is her post. She made a post too, saying she was donating on the 21st. That doesn't seem like you're working towards getting a polygraph. That looks like you're freaking giving up on the polygraph. That's not what she told us in private. That's what people don't understand. That post that she made saying on the 21st that she's making a donation and that she's sorry. What is she apologizing for? Andy still needs to take one. Get his taken while we're in the meantime getting this shit done, because it's obvious or talk to a polygrapher that will do it. Like, she didn't even try, guys. Now I'm gonna focus on my work and my training that I have going on, and I'm not gonna be focusing on this channel. It's gonna be the last priority, so it's not gonna be any now that Cher's not doing that. Yeah, unless you guys can, unless there's a lawyer out there that can help us get Fred's ID, then. Because I bet a lawyer could get it done in probably minutes. It's something that's going to take us fucking forever. And I can send the lawyer everything that we've been dealing with. I'm going to post a video showing. Wanted to do it today, but I don't know how I'm going to feel. And what was I supposed to think also? If Cher wasn't throwing me under the bus, so why did she block me? I mean, yeah, I was going off on her, but she was lying to me. She just felt like stuck between a rock and a hard place because she knows she was lying. What she's trying to do, and this is something I've got on her about before, is she's trying to appease everybody. You cannot, we cannot, sorry, I just got an email and it distracted me. Let me read what. Yeah, any paralegal. I don't know, Patricia. Yes, I hope so. But what I was saying is, like, why did she, if she wasn't trying to throw us on her bus and stuff, what am I supposed to think when she's blocking us and she made that post even after our talk last night? Like, what? So when I'm like, what the heck is that about? Why not try work to getting this? And it's like she gave up, and that's not what she told us. I saw somebody's email. I'll call you later to the person that emailed me. But yeah, if you guys have any ideas, it's not that we don't. I don't have anything bad to say about Cher except, she's, as far as besides what I've already said, like, it's not anything I haven't told her privately. I'm not going to sit here and just crap out of her every day in my life. I have better things to do. Uh-oh. Did I lose you guys? No, you're there. Thank you, Diamond Vibes. I know she didn't talk bad, but she also didn't. I mean, from what I hear, the chat was filled. She does a poll asking if Andy. Why would she have to ask if Andy Bernard needs to take a polygraph? Like, why would you ask that at this point? That's the whole point of it. And then that's because of it. And she has a chat full of people talking shit about us, constantly talking a horrible shit. And then she told me she was nervous and wasn't reading chat. I was like, okay, I understood that. And then I hear about this call to Andy, and I'm like, that she was all like, it just seemed so different than how she's portraying things to me from what, you know. Hey, Beverly. Thank you so much, by the way. Thank you, Bugs. Sorry, guys, I was upset. I had to get that out, and I'm just very disappointed because I don't understand really what happened. I think that maybe she lost faith in us or something, and thought maybe that I don't know. I mean, if she would have listened to everything I sent her and everything I gave her, it would have made perfect sense. Like, but she didn't. I could tell she didn't listen to anything I sent her yesterday. And from my hear, you guys didn't even play the freaking call. The most important thing was the freaking conversation between the person at the BMV. Yeah, she wouldn't have had the money on the 4th anyways, but probably. But if we had everything lined up, don't you think we could have probably came up with a fundraise like real quickly, a couple $100 to get the rest of it? She probably does, I'm guessing, and she doesn't even get paid till the 21st, so I don't know how she planned on doing this anyways. Like, she would have to dip into her own money, and who wants to do that? Like, I mean, with the way prices are and stuff. Like, I tried to tell her that. I said, do not get in over your head. Do not put yourself. I tried telling her this. She takes on too much. That's the problem. She's working on top of this. Like I'm not trying to talk shit about her or anything, but like I don't understand like the whole, like, we've got, yes, we need to work together, but we can't do this whole like trying to be cool with everybody and trying to be friends with everybody. Like, you be friends with Summer Wells. That's who you be friends with, okay? Like, seriously. I'm asking a poll, like, with a room full of like people who are there to purposely try to help Andy avoid a polygraph, and ask a room full of haters if they want Andy, and not going to be the deciding factor for whether Andy takes a polygraph. It's just laughable to me. Like, after you tell me how sus he is for fucking weeks, and that like, what? When I hear that he was willing to take one, why wouldn't you freaking push that? Go ahead and get him going. He said he would take one. I thought you said that was the whole reason I'm calling him, put him on the spot. If he's saying he would take one, then go ahead and get that shit arranged. She doesn't want to do it. She bit off more than she could chew. That's all there is to it. But I know, Clara, I understand I have bits and pieces, but all I do know what I saw on her wall. And that does not match what she was telling me. That was not her apologizing to everybody and saying that was not what she told me. She said that was an option if it didn't work out. I mean, she didn't label that post like that.
She could have took that money that she already had and went ahead and set up Andy's.
Yeah, exactly.
Instead of donating it.
I know, that's what my whole point was.
Why taking re-crowd fund for another one when you didn't even use the money?
I know. Why is it that Fred has to go first? Like, oh, Fred has to go first, you know, like. And then instead of like, I mean, it just causes more, the way she did just causes more suspicion for us and throws us under the bus. And like, seriously, this has been, I don't know what's going on. Something really good's got to be happening because it's been really shitty the last few days, guys. The worst few days I've had since Jim's passed. I'm not even lying. It's been horrible. And I've had a lot going on, and Cher knew that more than anybody else. Instead of like, why she didn't want to do it. Otherwise, she would have arranged Andy's and got him going. Instead, she takes a poll in a room full of haters. And it's almost like and then she had Ryan, in my opinion. I feel like she almost had Ryan, like her and Ryan were talking behind the scenes. Like, what the fuck? And she's saying, well, Ryan was saying that Andy wouldn't do it if Fred didn't, saying good luck. Oh, okay, Cher. You really think that's look at Ryan's channel. It's all about Fred. Fred Hill this, Fred Hill that, Fred Hill never questioning Andy on anything. Running around with Andy. Do you really think that Ryan is going to be throwing Andy under the bus? No. That's the whole point of him being out here. I guess I should have like broke that whole thing because I didn't know that her whole chat was full of mods that are haters and stuff like that. See, so Ryan said Fred backed out in Cher's chat. See, Cher was trying to tell me, Ryan was defending Fred. I'm like,
Ryan did go in chat and say that Andy wouldn't take it if I didn't take it. Then that's when she picked up the phone and she said, well, I'll just call Andy now. I called him while she was live, and he said that he didn't matter, he would or whatever. Because if he didn't, it just looked bad on him.
Okay, so then why doesn't he do it? It's that she took that as a no, let's not do Andy. Why not do Andy's, Clara? Why not do Andy's? Get Andy's done. Make it make sense, guys. She brought in $350, $400. Okay? That I know about. Get his arranged right after the 21st. Get his scheduled because he has ID. Maybe we'll get ours before then. And if we get which hopefully we can. I mean, I hope so. I don't know. I've been trying forever. Brian was most definitely not taking up for Fred. Yeah, and that's how Cher tried to make it out to me, like he was. And that's what was starting to piss me off. I'm like, Cher, you cannot be that dumb. That's what I said to her. Yeah, and Jay, Robin, but we still want to do it. We still are going to do ours. We never decided not to do ours. We need help getting this. And I'm going to post a video so people can see what we're dealing with. It makes me feel like that way, Darlene. It makes me feel like she was working with Ryan behind the scenes the whole time to make us look stupid. And at the same time, look innocent, you know? That's how I feel, anyways. It wasn't about Candace and Dawn, though. No, I didn't, 80 Katie. Look at her wall. I can see it right in plain view on my, right in front of my eyes. I'm pretty good at reading and spelling, and I can read her post saying that she's going to donate the 21st to Brandy and that she's sorry to everybody. How am I getting that wrong? Why isn't that money going towards Andy's Poly? You know what she told me? Well, the people said Andy doesn't need one. That's what she told me. You're going to tell me that I don't know what she told me, and like right before she blocked me. That's exactly what she said to me.
We should contact the TDI and ask them if we should, yeah, it would be a good idea if we done a personal polygraph or not. Would it hurt in someone's case? What we ought to go call and ask first. Because some stuff could, I don't know.
Yeah, but you still don't want to do one?
Yeah, I want to do one. But still, I don't want to do nothing that may hurt someone's case or whatever.
Yeah. Well, we should have thought about all this stuff to begin with. Like I
Yeah, I don't know. You don't know.
We don't, I mean,
just like before the polygraph, she even went live and even just told people that about the polygraph at all. We done discussed the ID situation and stuff before she ever even went live the very first time.
Yeah, and if she's acting mad at us, like we haven't, that's how I feel anyways. Like she's maybe not saying that, but it's like she's it's like, dude, we told you this from the get-go.
And then she took in, let on like I didn't have to have an ID. I could take in alternative stuff. And then she waited, what was it?
Like literally days before.
Saturday of this past week. And then let on like, oh, I had to have.
Yeah, she didn't let us know until a week, like literally, like just a week ago. We had to have one. No, it was like, okay, well, like, and she did show me a text where she asked the guy if he has to have his ID and that, but she didn't freaking tell him anything about the issues we're going through and like really try beyond that much at all. So she did play the recording?
She did. It was in one, I mean, she had it like 2 times speed or something.
Oh, okay. Well, she didn't. Oh, I'm gonna post it all, and she posted the audio recording.
Yeah. Well, she didn't post it. She played it in 2.
That's what I mean.
Speed, yeah. But she didn't show none of the other stuff about the Social Security office, the online stuff we tried to sign into and stuff.
What about the emails to your probation officer?
No, none of that.
See, I had it all. She like
read a little bit of something about the PO, but she didn't.
And I know she was afraid of showing something that she shouldn't. I get that too, but like, what was that post? Okay, like after I talked to her last night, what was that post, and why is she blocking me? Like, just sus, and then telling me that Andy doesn't need a polygraph. What am I supposed to think? We can't get a Social Security card.
You gotta have ID.
We have to have an ID. And that's another paper we showed her that we got from the Social Security office when we went in there when he tried to. He needs a plastic copy of his ID, it says, right there in the paper. And then when you try to do it online, you have to make an ID.meek account where you upload your ID, guys. I tried to upload his paper ID, the one that we used to get married on. You know, people were asking how we were able to get married. It was not that paper ID that we used.
When you go in DMV,
and I tried to upload that and to make an account.
When you go in
it rejected it.
DMV here, even though you have a different state ID, they can't use that. They have to have other, like your.
We don't have a state ID though.
I know, but they still can't use it. What you said.
Yeah.
Just like Virginia, you move over there and stuff. If you ain't already had a Virginia driver's license, you have to get a 30-day permit before you can actually get your regular license. If you ain't never had license in Virginia before, even though you had license 30 years in another state.
Social Security, yeah, we haven't been able to change the Social Security, and yes, we are. And then she tells, supposedly I heard that she told everybody, oh, he hasn't even been out. She just didn't, I don't know. I'm not expecting her to get everything right and stuff, but I mean, there was just like, why? He gets his disability, guys. He is still getting his disability. It's electric. But he's not, all his mail is going down to Tennessee to an address he has no access to. And
it's going to address at the halfway house that was never none delivered.
Yeah. And in order to
change your mailing now, addresses, you have to have an ID. They have to swipe it before it will go through. They will not accept it unless you have a ID.
People don't understand. You have to, I mean, when you're changing your address on your ID now, and which it's
everything's changed.
It's a nightmare, guys. Absolute nightmare. We need a lawyer. That's all there is to it on this one. It's not a typical situation. I know it seems like Sweet Sativa, because we can't have, it's our excuse. What's an excuse after excuse? See, that's what Sweet Sativa, we have been trying to. You need to grow the fuck up, coming in here and putting in some kind of negativity that is, why did you need to do that? We've tried to. We were trying to do it like adults. Why would we handle the money of it? That's just asking for failure, setting ourselves up. If you have to have somebody else handle the money part of it.
I didn't see why it wouldn't be.
What, you think we should collect the money ourselves and set up the polygraphs and that's no. So ta-ta. Yeah, he has a birth certificate. He does have a birth certificate.
I mean, Sher's one to ask me if I would be willing to take one if she come up with the money. I said, yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry, Sweet Sativa, that I've been put in this situation because of the stuff that Cher's put out. Do you guys not understand? Like, every time this shit happens, we're the ones that get thrown underneath the bus. Making that post out of nowhere, like she's donating the money to Brandy when she told us completely different. You guys don't understand. It's not what she told us. Why would she have to donate money when she doesn't have enough to get one done? I thought we were getting both of them. Why aren't you doing Andy's? I know, and that's why I showed the whole email I sent her showed that. Showed me saying to his probation officer, I thought it was illegal him not having an identification. How is this possible? But I'm done for now. And I'm taking a break from YouTube. I'll upload that video within the next day. Please don't, unless you're a close mod or a friend of mine, I just don't want to hear about YouTube or any of it. We don't want, or any, unless you're like somebody we know, You don't need to question us about anything, because if we're so invaluable and our information does not matter, then go ask somebody else. Okay. So we still wanted to do, I think that Cher just got overwhelmed and made a stupid mistake, flippant, stupid mistake. And now I'm in a situation that I have to, because I keep getting emails like, what the fuck, dude? And then she goes, okay, I'll just delete the live. And I'm like, well, it's already out there. Don't delete it. Like, you can't dirt it. You got, it's out there already. And you just made a post a few hours ago. Like, we had a talk last night. Then she makes another post a few hours ago without even talking to me. Oh my God, guys. How many times do I have to answer this about the marriage thing? We had a paper, they married us with a paper ID in Tennessee. A temporary. Do you guys not? I've said this a million times. They let us get married on temporary paper ID in Tennessee that he had. And then every time they would mail us the ID to his the place that he was, that halfway house, he would never get it. We tried 3 times. So all he has was a paper ID. He never was able to get his identification down there. That's how we were able to. Fishing license. You go online and you type in your information. All they ask is you to be here, I think, in Indiana, for living here for 3 months, and you're considered an Indiana resident. We just order online. They don't ask for a fucking ID for a fishing license. Guys, please. I mean, I think it's crazy. And that's also what I hear, like Cher was saying too. It's like, I don't know how they got married at fishing. It's like, why didn't you ask us? Like, this is the stuff that we've told you. Sorry. Yeah, it's not like we're gonna get we. Sorry, guys, I had to go back out. I got a call while I was live. Yeah, it's not a boating license. It's just for fishing. But see, we need a ID. They want the plastic ID. I'll show you guys. We're in a different state, Amy Lou, and we weren't ever able to get his ID in Tennessee because he wasn't getting any of his mail at the halfway house. So his ID, he would never get it. So he came up here, he didn't have anything but a paper ID. And it's done expired, and they don't use that up here. That's what we're trying to do, squids. You go online, squids, to order your fucking license or order your fishing license. It's not like you have to go in somewhere and show. No, it's not like that. I don't care what it's like. We're not getting a boating license. It's a fishing license. You have to show your ID no matter what. We've tried online. We're going to need, okay, I suggest everybody start at the beginning of this. I will post all the issues we have in a video. Please don't contact me about the Summer Wells case or anything I don't care. I don't want anything to do with YouTube for unforeseeable future. Either does Fred. So you can go talk to some of these other ones that are so, since they know so much, and ask them. If you're one of our people and you know who you are, that's different. I'm not saying you can't contact us and ask us questions or whatever. But we're still friends. I'm just saying, you go if we're so invaluable, and if Fred is if his information is like just a distraction and confusions and put people in circles, then ta-ta. Discovering the truth. I've been questioned for years. No, I am done for a while, guys. I'm allowed to take breaks from. He doesn't have his Social Security. No Sam's Club or Costco. Well, we do, but I have to. There's nothing more for us to do, guys. We wanted to do this, and we're still hope to get this arranged, but there's nothing else I have to say. Like, we've tried, and we've been like, people just keep harassing us, and like, you don't understand the last few days we've had. And Cher knew what I was going through, and it's like, what? And we talked last night, and I thought we had everything like figured out after I flipped out on her after that live. Then she makes a post today saying she's going to donate, to that Brandy. That doesn't look like if. That looks like she was. And then it makes it look like we're not doing it or we don't want to do it. And it's like, I don't understand what just happened. Do Andy's. I didn't say I don't care about Summer Wells discovering the truth. When did I say that? That's been my whole life the last few years. You've got to be kidding me. I never said I don't care about Summer Wells. I said I don't care about your questions. I don't care about the people like the ones that Don't come to us with the questions. Ask somebody else. I never said I don't care about Summer Wells. Shut the fuck up, Discovering Truth. I never said that. I never said I did not care about Summer Wells. I said I did not care about your messages. Do not send them to me. Your questions, because people like you go around constantly talking shit about and twisting everything we said just like that. So why would I want to answer questions from people like you who twist everything we say? This is exactly why. That's why. Yeah, I never, and I definitely did not mean that I don't care about Summer Wells. I think that's just a ridiculous thing to assume. All we have is a picture of Fred's paper ID. That's all we have. A picture of a paper ID. What good is a picture gonna do us? We have his birth certificate. How could nobody's posting Fred's ID because we don't fucking have one? Well, I'm glad. That's kind of fucking weird. Don't you think that Six Up would have her ID? That's pretty fucking weird that Six Up would have an ID and when we don't. Does that make sense to you guys? That is the paper ID. That is the picture of the paper ID. And see, guys, look what Six Up posted. There's my proof right there. There's proof right there that she was working against us the whole time, and that's the kind of person she is. No, you're fine, Selena. Thank you. Go look at Six Up's post, everybody. She said her and Cher were talking the whole time. And she posted a picture of his paper ID. So there you go. For all you want to defend Cher that she didn't fucking throw us under the bus. Six Up just admitted it to everybody. There's no way, guys. There's no way she would have got that. That was sent to Cher. That Cher is the only one that had that picture. Who cares about people laughing? You know what I mean? Like, who just block it? I mean, that just shows you right there. Six Up even said she's been talking to Cher the whole time. So anybody want to tell me once again that I'm over exaggerating? And that Cher wasn't doing this as a way to grift and make money? So what do you guys have to say about that now? There is no way. There is no way Six Up would have got that picture I sent Cher unless they're talking. Just like she said, that is the paper ID that's how we got married, on that paper ID. I'm not making it harder on myself. Discovering truth. Why don't you fucking go look at that post and tell me differently that she didn't do this shit? No, it's not like that. He cannot go online and file that. He could go online and have it delivered to the halfway house that doesn't exist, that doesn't accept mail. How is he going to do that? How is he going to get a Tennessee ID sent to the mailing address on file that's the halfway house when he couldn't get one when he was down there? Because, oh my God. I'm not, you guys are not even listening. People are not listening. So, yeah, 6 Up just freaking pretty much told on Cher right there, and that she's been talking to Cher the whole time, and that just shows what type of piece of shit Cher is. So, the Tennessee paper ID, and if we need to go on video and show, and we don't fucking have that. It's a Tennessee paper ID. Will they take a picture? Here, we'll show a picture. But I wouldn't know if that would work because Cher never asked. I don't think I'm in control, 6 Up. I don't know what you fucking... I don't think I'm in control. It's not a contest between me and you. I've never, ever been competing with you. You've never been on my level. We're not in the same, like, you're not in this community. Like, you're not part of us, okay? So I don't know why you're acting like I was controlling anything to do with you. I try to ignore you. Because getting packages are different than, it's not snail mail. They were doing, he was getting packages through FedEx and UPS. That's different than the USPS. We've talked about this, discovering the truth, and if you were around in the beginning, the whole time you would have known this, because we had this issue like crazy when he was in halfway house, and people were afraid to send him stuff because he wasn't getting his mail, and you had to send by UPS or FedEx. So nope, he doesn't have to take it. Nope. Mom Spaghetti, didn't I just say that I contacted his probation officer about the issue? Didn't I just say I had the emails between him and his probation officer where I contacted her and she can't come up with any other ideas? No, they sign into a computer when he goes in, and they don't show have to show his ID when he goes in. I wish, because then maybe they would help him get a fucking ID. Yeah, so I'll just post that, and then you guys, you can just deal with it there. I mean, that's all I need to see is 6 Up posting something that was only sent to Cher, just to prove that she was talking to Cher this whole time, and that Cher's this, I guess, a piece of shit. Like, I mean, that is just like the dirtiest shit I think I've ever seen somebody do. And I told you guys, and I have had so many people come in here and tell me that I'm over exaggerating, but yet 6Up's over there posting on her wall that her and Cher have been talking this whole time and purposely trying to like put roadblocks up for us. If that isn't like some kind of, if that is for Summer Wells, and if you're okay with that, I don't want anything to do with you. Why is Cher purposely trying to cause problems in Summer's case and running interference with somebody who has nothing to do with the case? Like, what the fuck? I mean, seriously. Like, what the fuck is wrong with her? So, are you telling me this whole time she used Summer Wells as a way to get close to me and Fred? And this whole lie detector? And the whole time, like, she's talking to 6Up and giving her information? And you guys don't think there's a problem with that? What does that have to do with Summer Wells? You guys, like, I'm like mind blown that freaking Cher would do that. Like, if 6Up didn't post that picture, I wouldn't fucking believe it. Seriously. I wouldn't have fucking believed it unless I saw that picture. That's how much Cher made. I mean, she freaking, I mean, just like constantly messaging. Yeah, he did. Yeah, people need to report that because it's fucking illegal. I mean, I got my video taken down because I showed the sex offender registry. So you sure as hell can't post somebody's fucking ID. And that picture that she showed is the exact picture that I sent Cher. Why does 6Up want that stuff? Like, that is weird. Do you guys not think that's abnormal? Why is she collecting his like IDs and stuff? And you guys don't think I'm supposed to think? And you guys don't believe me? My fucking life has been fucked with, and you don't understand why I need to get away from YouTube? I mean, this is the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. If this is, I mean, I don't know how else it couldn't be true. Oh, I thought I've been in control this whole time. Like, I don't, that's what you don't get, 6Up. I don't care about you. And I think that's the problem. I think you're in love with me. Like, you seriously need to get, like, counseling. It's disgusting. I don't want anything to do with you. Stop. You are absolutely pushing, putting up, like, Fred's ID? Like, what? And why would Cher send Fred's ID, paper ID, to her anyways? Well, I mean, it was up long enough to prove that she had got it from, so that's all I needed to see. I know, wise old lady, I'm sorry. So, I mean, why was Cher working behind the scenes to try to purposely make this lie detector not work? Are you serious right now? Aren't you for Summer Wells, Cher? Like, that was disgusting. You seriously have been talking to freaking Six Up this whole time and trying to cause problems? I thought you were for Summer Wells. I thought you wanted to get. What the hell was that? Six Up just took it down, but she had a post up posting Fred's ID, the paper ID that I sent Cher from Tennessee. All we have is a picture of it. It's a temporary ID. We have the picture of the back of it. I sent her too. Did she send that to? Thank you. Somebody got a screenshot of it and sent it to me. I do think Ryan and Andy. Yeah, now I do. Now that I know she was contacting. I mean, now that I know about her talking to Six Up behind the scenes, yeah, I mean, that's because there's no other way she would have got that picture. So, I mean, that's all I need. That definitely sealed the nail in the coffin. It just made Cher look like horrible. And thank you to the person who sent me a screenshot of that post, because there's that picture, the way it was taken and the background of it and stuff. Here, I'll show you. Actually, I'd have to, let's see, go to, it was Fred that sent it to her. That's right. Hold on. Yep, there's the picture. Hold on one second. Paper IDs last 8 years. We don't have a paper ID, bitch. We don't. So, Cher, that's gross. Like, I just got absolute proof. Like, there's nobody else that had that picture. That is like, I mean, that just proves that you're not for Summer Wells. Why would you? What was the point of sending that? Talking to Six Up? I'm blown away, actually, guys, and just very disappointed. Yeah, I'm just done for a while, guys. It's not that I'm giving up on Summer Wells. So people, I mean, and I don't care if that's what people want to turn my words. They're always turning my words. But, we've done everything we fucking can to try to get answers. And then to have people purposely working against us for what? For money and views? Cher, is that really what you're about? I guess I should have known with that whole Leonie Simon one, whatever her name is, where you made a post with your fucking picture in her fucking yard. It's all about you, isn't it? You seriously were like playing us this whole time? Do you know how disgusting that is? You took in money for a lie detector that you never planned on doing? You've got to be kidding me. So this whole time, what's the purpose of contacting Six Up and stuff unless you have some other agenda? She's not even a part of this community. Yeah, keep reporting it, guys. That's harassment. You know, if I can't show a freaking sex offender registry, you could see that that's straight up harassment. Like, what other point does she have to do besides to harass? No, Robin, that's not what happened. It's not that we didn't. Why isn't she using that money to get Andes? While we, in the meantime, figure out a way to get this ID or find somebody who would do it alternatively, you know? So it's just gross. I'm disgusted. I'm glad I mean, well, this wouldn't have happened if I was handling the money, but that was the whole point of me not handling the money and letting somebody else do it. So no wonder she was so fucking nervous last night, and because she knew what she was about to do to Fred and myself, and she knew, yeah, I mean, this is disgusting. That's what I was hoping, Tiffany. That's what the whole plan was in the background. But then I guess she's been like, did you see Six Up's post? She's been talking to Six Up this whole time behind the scenes. She said she's gonna keep 100 of it for weed and migraine medicine. She took a vote and decided, oh, we're not going to vote, that nobody wants Andy to be polygraphed. And so now she's going to give the money all to Brandy Neal on the 21st. Well, why did you have a lie detector set up for the 4th? The truth is you don't have the money for it. Why are you trying to like play differently? And then I'm glad this happened now, because now I see that she, the snake that she is talking to. I mean, if you are seriously behind, like, talking to me and Fred, telling us like all this shit, and telling us how sus you believe Andy is, and about this detective you talked to in Tennessee, who's not an ex-detective who used to work on the Summer Wells case, who now is and who's polygraphed somebody on the Summer Wells case, you said. And when they heard Andy's name, they got very interested, and she knows it. And I even said, well, maybe we should get somebody else that's fair who doesn't know about the case. That was my words. That is a paper ID. It's a paper ID. A picture of a paper ID that we sent freaking Cher to say, and we tried to use at the BMV to show them that's all we have on a phone, a paper ID. Like, that's a Tennessee paper ID. It's not a legit ID. I know. I'm sick of it too. I'm really disgusted that Cher, like, this whole time had this alternative. And Fred tried to tell me too, and he told me a long time ago that he felt that. And I was just like, no, I mean, she really played me. And then, thanks to Six Up, just let everybody know the snake she is. Like, what would be a point of contacting Six Up? I know, it's insane. Like, she is stalking us, and it's crazy. It's a picture of a paper ID that we have on our phone. We don't have the physical ID. They don't just take a picture of an ID. She was supposed to ask if we could do that. Did she? Did she even ask and show that? That's why we sent it to Cher. That's the whole reason why we sent that picture to Cher, was for her to freaking ask the polygrapher if they could take that. Did she? Is she going to show proof where she asked that? And the date and everything? Did she even ask if they would take an alternative? Infinite love forever. Yay. Yay me. Sure. Ask the polygrapher if he'll take a picture of a paper ID. We'll do it. Did she? That's what I'm saying. That's my complaint, guys. It's like, did she even try? She try at all? I don't think she even asked the polygrapher if he could take. I don't think she even tried. I really don't. I think she gave up, and she just did not have the money for it and didn't want to do it. It's a paper. If they'll take a picture, Burn Life, if they'll let us use a picture of a paper ID, we could do that. Sorry about the banner at the bottom. I don't know why. I'm on my phone. Sure. If that's what she was supposed to do with it, is ask them if they'll take it. Yeah, we'll have freaking I don't know. Actually, I don't know. I was about to say we'll have some. I was gonna nominate Tiffany or Benny to arrange it for us, but I don't know if I don't. I mean, if somebody arranges it, I don't know. Like, I mean, after this experience, it's been a nightmare. But that was the point of me sending her that picture of that paper ID that we got. That's what we had when we got married. Like we keep saying. So how does that make me a liar when I keep saying we had a paper ID from Tennessee? The paper, just because it has an expiration of 2032, paper IDs are not, they're only good for, let me see here. How long is a paper ID good for in Tennessee? 20 to 30 days after issuance. "20 days after issuance," it says. But if they'll take a picture of that, I mean, they can't tell. I mean, if you can't tell by the picture, and because if you take a picture of we have the picture of the back too. We do have the picture of the back as well. So if they would take that, that's why we sent it to her to ask. And then we have a picture of the back, which clearly makes it show that it's a paper ID. But on the front, I mean, from the picture of it, but I doubt that the polygrapher is going to take. I mean, if he would, that's what she was supposed to ask. That was in Tennessee. Yeah, that was in Tennessee when he got the paper ID, and then he couldn't. They kept mailing off his plastic ID, and it would never arrive at the halfway house. Remember, we went 3 times to go get his identification, and so he would have that temporary paper ID, and we would use that, and then he would never get his ID, so we would go again, and then he'd have another temporary paper ID. Do you have any of the temporary paper IDs with you still? Do you have any of the paper IDs still?
No, just that picture. I just had it because I had took it and sent it to you and stuff for some reason. The only reason I had it.
They won't give us a paper form in Indiana though. That's the thing. Like, Like we could go to Tennessee probably, but we'd have to get permission. That's another thing we thought of, and that's another thing that Cher thought of, going to Tennessee and getting his paper ID again and having. But then they're going to have to send it to the halfway house, and we won't be able to get the copy. Per usual. Would they change the address? Yeah. Could we go down to Tennessee and get another paper ID, and then I don't freaking know if that I mean he's not a Tennessee resident, so I don't know how that would work now that he has like bills in his name up here and stuff.
Yeah, the address that's on my paper ID is the halfway house, Nash Street, Nash Road address.
Yeah, so it would get sent to the halfway house, and do you think they would change that? Can they change the address to have it sent like maybe to your good sister's house?
See, I tried that when I went down there. They said it had to be sent to the
Address on file, but how they get it? So we might be able to get a temporary Tennessee one, but again, legal aid was an ID that
she still couldn't accept it. She had to have just in.
Right, we can't take a Tennessee paper ID into the Indiana. That won't work. But if it would be good enough for a poly, I mean that. But yeah, it won't be good enough to get an ID up here. But then we would have. But see, also like the whole license situation. I'm not even. I mean, because like I've talked about, like obviously Fred doesn't have a lot. We would have to get permission for one from his probation officer to travel to Tennessee, which she would probably be cool with it because she knows that I don't know. I mean, she would. I don't know. Can we tell a probation officer we're going down there to get ID because we can't think of anything else? I mean, I'm going to post the emails with his probation about it, and then, yeah. Well, all BMVs are kind of connected. Anyways. So I can't get my license renewed right now because of something that popped up from 2007 that they're saying I need to satisfy with the courts. So I don't have a legal license to drive down there right now. So, and that's going to be a hassle because they're saying it was from 2007 when I got a DUI in Florida. And I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. Like, I've had my license twice since then. I've talked about this. I talked about it a year ago when I first went in to try to get my license renewed and found out. And I'm like, I've had my license since. How is this possible? But there's something flagged on my account said that I didn't get a breathalyzer, and I never did. But I thought that they waived that. I don't know how I was able to get my license because I did twice since 2007 for 7 years at a time. Well, they're saying that I still have to satisfy the courts. So I'm like, even though it's been 20 years, they're like, we don't care if it's been 50 years. And I told you guys the same story a year ago. I mean, getting down to Tennessee, I mean, not help us get to Tennessee. That'd be well, I mean, how? Like, fly? Like, I think it would be, why do you not spend money on a lawyer to get our ID up here? I mean, it's only I would think a lawyer could get it handled for $200 to $300. I mean, I wouldn't think it would be that hard for a lawyer to get something that's a legal document, the necessary document. I wouldn't think it would be, but also you wouldn't think it would be this difficult and what we're going through. And that's why I'm pulling away, Tiffany, and letting you guys handle it, because I'm gonna pull away. I'm telling people not to contact me about the case. I mean, unless you're like, I mean, if let's, like I said, if it's one of you guys that I know and we're close, like I obviously will answer questions and stuff. If something big happens, I'm sure we'll be there. But for now, like Fred and I just want to be like, I mean, now that I guess Cher's not wanting to move forward with it, and I don't know, like it didn't make sense that she all of a sudden wanted to take a poll to see if Andy needed a lie detector and then decided he doesn't need one, and then decides to back out. And because Fred can't get his ID, now all of a sudden, like nobody's doing one. It's like, that's not the, we're still wanting to do one. Find an alternative. We can figure it out. She didn't even try. Hey, Sage. That's what I thought. I thought that that's what she was going to do. I was like, we'll get Andy. She even called Andy. And supposedly he even said live that he would still do it. And still, she takes a poll and asks people, and then makes it like so. Then has a chat full of hate, like Ziggy haters, and Andy like co-conspirers, and takes a poll whether or not Andy needs to take a polygraph, and makes that deciding factor last night that now all of a sudden Andy doesn't need a polygraph. What kind of sense does that make? And that's why I was pissed off last night. I'm asking her, like, why are people contacting me and saying this shit? Because I knew I couldn't handle anything because of the shit I'm going through right now. And Fred, I've never seen Fred so pissed, guys. And then I talked to Cher, and she acted like, oh, like it's him, you know, like she explained it like she was nervous, and she, you know, she started crying, and oh, but come to find out, Cher, really, you were just so nervous, and that's really what's up. But you've been talking to Six Up this whole time. Are you for summer or not? Like, what the fuck? And then she goes and contacts Six Up and sends a picture of our paper ID we sent her, that we were asking her to send a polygrapher and see if he would take a picture of the paper ID that we had in our phone. And she sends it to Six Up and says that we have an ID, and tries to like, and lies. Why don't you show the text around that, Cher? What Fred was saying before he sent you a picture of that. That picture's on his phone. He doesn't have a physical copy of that. Why don't you show everybody why Fred sent you that? He sent you that to try to get the polygrapher to accept it. So for you to turn around and act like, oh, we're lying and we have an ID. See, guys, here's a picture of it. We can easily show proof to everybody, and will be in my video I'll be uploading, where Fred messaged you that and what the purpose of that was, and where he told you and tried to ask you to ask, you know, we were trying to get you to ask if he would take that. Did you even ask the polygrapher if he would take it? Did you try it all? Are you going to show proof of you contacting the polygrapher and sending him that same picture that you sent Six Up, and asking him if a picture of his ID would work, and his birth certificate or something? Like a marriage license, a birth certificate, and that picture ID. Did you try? No, you didn't try, because the whole fucking time you've been working against us. The whole time. Thank you, Bella. I know, but why would Cher be giving him that excuse, you know? Why would Cher, if you're for Summer Wells, like, why would you be doing that? We tried, and she knows that too. She knows I went beyond and above to try to make sure Andy had a fair test. Because I knew no matter what, he was going to fail. I know he was on the road. And I knew a certain polygrapher was really wanting to test Andy because they believe, yeah, they did not believe he would actually do it. And that's all I have to say. Hell, if Tiffany and Benny set it up, we'll go and do one. We're still down. We've been down this whole time. It's just see if they can work with us with what we've got. We told her this from the beginning. We didn't have an ID. You guys, we have proof of. We've told her from day one that he did not have an ID. That was my main question concern. Then let me tell you this. She schedules the freaking, decides she can't tell me where the polygraph is, okay? Because it wouldn't be fair when I'm literally the one that told her to try to make it fair and don't share any details with me, because I thought me and Cher were becoming friends. And you know, we didn't really talk about, I seriously wanted to be as fair as possible. But then I tried to ask her for like a distance or an area because I needed to know, because weren't going to be able to drive there. We're going to have to take an Uber. And she acted like she couldn't even tell us. And then she finally tells me that the Carmel area. I'm like, that's where my dad lives. I mean, I don't know if that's a good idea because everybody knows my dad lives in Carmel, Indiana. And I could just see that being a problem. I told her from day one and she didn't do anything, but I was like, whatever. So we have, yes, that picture that 6up showed on her wall that Cher sent her for some reason. We have a birth certificate. We have a marriage certificate. Fred has a fishing license. If you guys, if Tiffany and Benny can get a polygrapher to do one, or if we can get a lawyer that will pro bono get us, figure this shit out for us, and because I bet they could clear it up in a second, because it's a legally required document that he has to have, and he could technically get in trouble for not having. It's crazy. Who does 6up think she is? Like the reporter of all things Ziggy in my life? It's so creepy. Like, seriously. It's so fucking insane. Like, she should be arrested for harassment. It's unreal. What, to the lie detector? That'd be cool, Tina. Hey, Matthew. Yeah, he does need it regardless. So, but like, we have no problem. Like, and Cher didn't even try to even ask the polygrapher if he would take, a picture of his ID, a birth certificate, like a printout of his ID, even the birth certificate, and maybe our marriage license, and then I have my ID, to prove that I'm Adrian, on the marriage, but no, she didn't fucking ask any of it. Instead, she decides to send a picture that we sent her and make it out like we actually have an ID and that we're lying. She sends it to 6up, our picture of his paper ID. Like, what kind of confusion and bullshit are you trying to cause? I wasn't gonna say a damn thing bad about Cher until I saw that shit. And I don't care if she just sent that to 6up being mad and wasn't really talking to her. I still think that's dirty. I don't know. I don't know. Hawkins County doesn't have the money and funds to do it, though. They don't even have freaking enough to pay their freaking employees. So how would they fund a polygraph for Fred? Like they already know Fred. Like they're not gonna pay. They already know Fred's like their main witness. Like why are they gonna? I mean, mate. I don't think they're gonna want. I don't think. I really don't. I mean, maybe if they want to, I don't. Sure, that'd be great. But I really, really don't think Hawkins County is going to spend the money. Maybe on Andy Bernard, but I really don't think on. But if you want to try, and they would, we would do it. Oh my God, Matthew. Well, she can bring whoever she wants into this because I'm going away for, just going to take some time off, like, anyways, because this is just too much after this situation. I mean, like, how many times does somebody have to fuck us over? You know what I mean? Every single time, guys. And you have seen this time and time again for those who have been here since the beginning, like Country Girl and November Rain. Every single fucking time. Hasn't it always been the other person fucking turning on me and doing this shit? Every time. And then I'm the bad guy because I have to respond and put out the truth. I mean, and come to find out, she's talking to Six Up the whole fucking time. I mean, according to Six Up, and post a picture that Six Up should not have had. I just said, why don't you try to set it up with Hawkins for me? See his cat or cats, please. If you could do that, that'd be great. And if they do it, we would love to. If somebody finds out and we would love to do that. If they would do a polygraph for Fred, because they already know Fred. What you guys don't understand is Fred is their main witness. Like, people don't get that. And that's why people are such haters, dude. God, it's supposed to be for summer. I don't believe if Hawkins would do it. I mean, I don't see them. They're not going to do a lie detector just because we tell them to. Just like how Jody Sue was like, have TBI do it. Oh yeah, sure. We'll get right on that. I can't arrange my own polygraph, see, for cats. Like, we can't arrange her because unless it was through something like Hawkins County, I can email them or something, find an email and try, but I know they're not going to have the funds to do it. And they didn't do it through Hawkins for the one he did on Cotton. That was through TBI, I think. Like, they brought in TBI. So I think it has to be done through TBI. Well, I mean, according to Andy, he went on Cher's yesterday and said he would still do it because it would look bad. So why didn't Cher continue with that? Why did she suddenly be, and then why did she decide instead to take a poll to ask everybody if Andy should take a polygraph? Like, what the heck? How many times have you told me how sus Andy Bernard is and like the stuff that you've heard detectives and shit say about him, and now you want to act like it's not necessary? Like, who are you like really for? I don't know what you're talking about, educated opinion. That has nothing. Why don't you call and ask him? How about you call and ask him if he's a witness? How about that? How about you do that? Okay? Educated opinion. You don't have, you're definitely, it's just an opinion. Definitely not educated. I have ID, Mookie. God. Yeah, I have. That's what I just told everybody. I have mine. Like, could I bring mine in the marriage license and a picture of Fred's? That's what I was saying. But Cher wouldn't try. She just gave up. So I guess Cher lied to me this whole time about everything, I guess. Just for content? So this whole time, like Six Up saying, Cher's been talking to her. So this whole time, it was not for Summer's best interest. It was for drama. Like, what other reason would you be contacting drama channels? Okay, people need to rewind and rewatch, guys. I'm not going to keep repeating myself. I know, objection. I know. I did. She's trying to be cool with everybody. She's trying to get Candace to freaking. What she think Candace is going to tell her where Summer is? Like, she knows that shit doesn't work. She tried with Dawn forever. She's trying to be cool with everybody. It's not going to happen. But if you don't understand, you can rewind, guys. I explain everything, and I'm going to take a break for a little bit. I was really wanting to delete my channel off this. Like, I mean, it's absolute bullshit the last, like, several months that I've been working towards a polygraph that obviously I guess never was going to fucking happen because Cher never had intentions on it happening because she was behind the scenes trying to cause any type of issue she could with Six Up and Ryan. Like, why? Don't you want answers for Summer Wells? Like, why are you purposely trying to make it so Fred can't get his lie detector and that Andy doesn't have to take one? Why don't you want answers for Summer Wells? Yeah, now she claims just that she's donating it to Brandy Neal. But she told me, yeah, you guys are going to have to rewind. She blocked me too, guys. So it's not like I'm just coming like out, like trust and believe there's been several times I've been upset with Cher where I could have like impulsively gone live. But we worked it out and I thought I understood her and what she, she would explain it. I would understand where she was coming from. And I understood that she was trying to be cool with everybody. And I get that. Like, I understand not wanting the extra drama. But, like, you guys contacting, like, people like 666 in the background and running interference and trying to cause issues for a polygraph and giving her, like, private information that we're telling you. Like, why? I thought you were supposed to be. I'm just blown away, guys. I really, really am. And if you don't see why I need a break after this bullshit, then yep. Somebody told me that they were trying to get a hold of they got a hold of a polygrapher in the area that's willing. Oh my God. Oh, look, there's the comments freaking saying like that we lied, saying we didn't have one since 2016. Cher, we took that right there. That's when we went in. That's the that's 2023. Issued 2/15/2023. It's not 2022. It's 2023. Okay? That's when he was at the halfway house. We did not lie. Cher's in the comments saying that we lied, saying that she didn't have one. It says 2023. That is supposed to say 22/15/2023 is when that was issued. You can't see the last number very well. It's a 3, not a 2, Cher, a 3. He was in the halfway house when look at the issue date. February 15th, 2023. And she's in the freaking proof, like commenting in this, saying, point is, she lies, saying he didn't have one since 2016. That's 22 right there. Get his ass to Tennessee for a new ID, period. What the fuck, Cher? We had a paper ID. That's a paper ID. In 2023, it was issued when we went to the halfway house, when he went there from the halfway house. That was February 15th, 2023. I could see why you might think 2022. It's 2023. See, and the thing is, she acted like so. We sent that to her to ask. Why didn't she ask the polygrapher if we could use it if we're such liars, Cher? Why didn't you use that for what we fucking told you to? You are seriously a piece of fucking shit, dude. Do we need to find the receipt too? Of us paying for that fucking ID? She's saying we lied because we said we didn't have an ID since Fred didn't have an ID since 2016. Do the fucking math, Cher. 7 plus 2016 is 2023. Use your brain. It's 7 years issuance. 2016 plus 7 years. 2023. Look at the date of the issue on the temporary ID. It says February 15th, 2023. I know, our kid, I'm sorry. But seriously, God, like, I get that it could accidentally look like February 15th of 2022, but even then, it's still a fucking temporary paper ID, a picture of one. But still, it was issued in 2023 when he was at the halfway house. So, Cher, you acted impulsively and fucked up. That's all there is to it. You acted impulsively, and seriously, we sent you that picture to ask you to send it to Polygrapher and ask them if they would take that. And you know it. You just don't want to have anything to do with it. So I have pictures, I have screenshots of all of, 6up's post. There I can show here. I'm on my phone. Later on, I'll post it in the video, I guess, because now since that's something else, I guess Cher is working against us and trying to come up with anything she can for an excuse of her behavior. I will post a picture of the ID that with the issue date. I'll post that same picture, 6up. I'll put it in the video. I'm going to explain everything. I'll show. I guess I'm going to have to find how, I don't know, maybe I have, maybe we have a receipt somewhere or something like we can find on a debit card or something to prove that was 2023, not 2022. Like that makes a difference. Why didn't you, if we still had an ID, then why didn't you have him ask if you really thought that, then why didn't you ask the polygrapher if we could take one with that? Oh, you donated 100? Well, I'd love to know. She thinks she told everybody that she's only donating a couple hundred. So I guess, like, she says she's keeping 100 for herself for migraine medicine and weed, is literally what she said. And then she's donating the rest to Brandy. You've got to be kidding me. Get Andy a fucking polygraph like you promised people. Get Fred a polygraph like you promised people. Contact the polygrapher and ask him that same ID that you sent to Six Up. Ask him if he would fucking take a picture of it or a freaking printout. How about that? That would be much more beneficial. Yeah, and I know for a fact Amos donated her $100 towards the polygraph, for the polygraph, out of the kindness of her heart. She showed me personally. So I'm disgusted to hear, Six Up try to say that this whole time, not only, so that just shows that she wasn't gonna did this with the intentions the whole time. I'm not going through with it. If she's been behind the scenes talking with Six Up this whole time. She said that herself. Like, she says stuff that makes her look so bad. I don't understand. And like people like me and Fred who are trying everything we can to get this polygraph, and and then we have people like Cher working against us. It's that, like, why didn't she ask us these questions? If she had a question about that picture of the ID we sent her, then why didn't she ask it? If she would have freaking not been so impulsive and asked, then she would have seen. No, we literally, why would we send you a picture of an ID, Cher? Come on. Use your brain. Why do you think we sent you that? What other reason and purpose would we do? But that was supposed to be sent to the polygrapher, not YouTube, not Six Up. You sent Fred's personal fucking ID over to Six Up. Do you understand? Like what you did? His personal private information that I trusted you with to send to the polygrapher to ask him if he would take a picture of it and his birth certificate. But instead, you used it as proof to work against us and act like we had an actual ID. Oh, thank you, Giselle. You're sweet. Thank you, guys. I mean, this is just shitty that she's trying to, instead of like do the right thing and tell the truth, like she's like freaked out, and now like once again she's pulling Rap did the other day. Rap did a lot of that shit himself, and like, because anytime, if you guys are gonna put out shit about me that's lies, we're gonna put out the truth. If it's super easy and I can post it, I know I'm gonna be the bad guy, but don't sit there and lie on me. If you don't want the truth out there, then I would suggest you not lie about what the truth is, because I'm going to put the truth out there. Aww. And Sarah acted like she was like, oh, we were real close and we were all good friends, right? Go look at her. Even look how disgusting that is. Like, she did. Like, what's the point? How does that have anything? I mean, come on. And somebody's going to get mad at me and make me and try to make it seem like we, did something wrong when there's proof right there, and Cher's commenting on the post right there confirming that yes, she was talking to Six Up the whole time and running interference in the background. Isn't that a problem for you guys who donated under the pretenses that there was going to be a polygraph for Andy and Fred? And then this whole time she's been talking to Six Up, trying to fuck shit up. And, of course I'm going to be mad. It's disgusting. Thank you. She should be reported. I have all the fucking proof. I know she's going to go delete everything that she's ever said to me. And I know she's doing this because she thinks that I'm just so scared of what she'll put out. Like, I don't care. There is nothing in my life that I care about people knowing. It's just, I am trying to be more private. And yeah, I did share a lot of very private things with Cher. And to find out this whole time, and then she was posting under her videos how close she had got to me and Fred. And how we'd become really good friends and all this. While having, like, and sitting there acting like, saying all this shit about Riot, Andy and them personally. But then, the whole time, like, working against us. Cher, once again, this is like these people are their own worst enemies. Cher just fucking screwed herself, literally commenting on Six Up's post, and somebody sent it to me too. I have screenshots before it was taken down, or I don't know, it might be back up. Saying that, commenting, point is he has an ID. Did you see Cher's comment, Fred? She was telling everybody that we lied and we have an ID. And showing that picture you sent her as proof. The one you sent.
For her to send it to the polygraph people to see if he would accept that.
Yeah. Did you Cher? You are seriously a piece of shit. This is exactly the type of behavior that is absolutely disgusting. And I don't understand.
She shouldn't have shared it with Six Up, period. It was sent to her personally.
It was exactly. It was sent to her personally. A private document. She was supposed to send it to the polygrapher. Why the fuck do you guys think we sent that to her? Like, they just told on themselves. I think it's kind of funny, actually. Thank you. Keep going. Keep trying to put out lies about us. Because all it does is freaking make you look worse. If you lie, I'm going to put out the truth. I'm just saying that. If you come out here and tell a bunch of fucking lies, don't expect the truth not to be put out. Even though I'm taking a break from YouTube, but I could maybe make a post or something. I don't know. I don't want to hear about what's going on and don't care. But, I mean, it's just gross that Cher, like, it was very trashy, extremely trashy. I don't understand why she would do such a thing like that. I seriously thought, like, she was over. I mean, I can't believe it. This is just, I'm kind of like, yeah, it's nasty. It was seriously, that's like the dirtiest thing. Like, this is dirtier than the circle jerk fucking thing. If that's true which she just commented on that post and proved to everybody that she was talking to Six Up this whole time. You contact Six Up, Cher, that just shows how disgusting you are. Like, you went out and put that the stupid post and stuff. What do you expect me to do? And then you tell me that Andy doesn't need a polygraph? Like, what do you expect me to say? After all the shit I've been through, for you to just like stomp on everything that's what we've been working towards for weeks. To just say Andy doesn't need a polygraph and it's over? And then she allowed people to sit there and trash us in her channel, like constantly, like horribly. Then told me, well, she was nervous. And I was like, okay, I understand, because she didn't want to be labeled. And I get it. She didn't want to be labeled like a grifter and stuff. And she was scared too that people were going to be mad at her. And I was like, okay, I felt really bad. And I was like, I understand, you know, and we settled it and everything. We were good, like last night. Like, so I thought. Then, like, I get another email from one of you guys, and in it, like, people are telling me more, like this person was like, I really feel like I didn't feel comfortable with Cher's live. It really felt like she like didn't want to do this, and she kept mentioning like she didn't understand how you guys got a marriage license and a fishing license if you didn't have an ID, and like and I'm like, just like, I was like, oh my freaking God. And I was like, so I confront Cher about it. We get in a little, I go off basically. And I'm like, seriously, Cher. And then she says, and I go also in the email, it said something that the email said, she told everybody she was donating the money to Brandy Neal, and that like it wasn't happening anymore, and that she'll let us gonna leave it the fundraising to us once Fred gets his ID, and you know, like it was over with. That's not what she was telling me in behind the scenes. And so when I saw the post too, then soon after that, when I contacted her, I saw her post as confirmation, which she just lied to my face and told me that was just an option if things didn't work out. When her post clearly says she's donating to Brandy Neal. So to me, Cher has zero backbone. When shit gets a little bit rocky, a little bit hard, she freaking backs out and throws people under the bus. Well, but according to Six Up and Cher, who co-signed on that shit, they've been talking the whole time and trying and going to run interference, and none of this was going to happen anyways. So what did people donate for, Cher? If this whole time you've been talking to Six Up, what for what? Right. Paper ID is temporary, like, and that's, but we asked her, like, from the picture of the temporary ID, like that's posted now, of Fred's personal information, that Six Up literally freaking like reported my live for showing the sex offender registry. I mean, I'm sure she was one of them that reported it and had everybody report me for pulling up the sex offender registry, but yet she can post Fred's paper identification that we sent to Cher to send to the polygrapher and ask them if they could take a picture, or if they would be okay with a printout of that. A printout and his actual birth certificate. Did she ask? Cher, let's see that. Did you ask them? Did you ask the polygrapher? Show us proof where you asked the polygrapher. You showed him a picture of the ID and asked if that was okay, if he printed that out and his birth certificate, if it would work. Did you even try? No, you fucking didn't. And then when you decide that, oh, Fred's not going to take one, then you basically set it up so that Andy doesn't have to take it. Like, we don't fucking know what you're doing, purposely setting it up so you take a fucking poll to vote whether he has to take a lie detector. I would think so, Clara. Or get Andy's. Why not get Andy's first? Why do we have to do Fred's first? So, guys, I'm going to go. I've said all I can say about this. Cher knows exactly why, or the whole purpose behind why we sent her that picture. And it's just disgusting what she's doing. And I don't know what she thought I could possibly think. She decided to choose going with she decided, because it was easier to throw us under the bus instead of just actually tell the truth of the whole situation. No, did she show that? She never showed that, did she? She showed proof of that? She didn't show me proof of that. All she showed me was asking if he needed an ID. Like something about if, and then also she didn't show like if we had the ID and if that was good enough, Cher, then why didn't you send that to Polygrapher? If that's fucking good enough, then why didn't you have it set up and done then? Why aren't we doing it freaking Saturday? Let's go, Cher. If you're telling us that that's good enough and that we're lying, then go ahead and pay for it. Let's fucking go. Come on. It's this Saturday, Cher. You don't have the money, do you? Tell the truth. If that ID you just posted that we sent you is good enough, a picture of a paper ID that's on our phone, then why aren't you paying for the polygraph and getting it set up? I mean, you're commenting on you see how she's digging herself a hole? Like, if that's true and that's all we need and you're saying that's good enough, then get it set up, Cher. Pay for the fucking thing. You know you don't have the money. You just didn't want to do it. You were on Six Up's post, and I have screenshots stating that we lied, and see, there's proof we have an ID. Okay. If you're telling us that that's going to work, a picture of a paper ID, please, we will go there Saturday. Pay for the test. We will figure out a way to get there. You don't even have to pay for a fucking Uber or back. Well, I'm sure somebody in here would love to help us out with that if you know they saw that we were actually going. So please go ahead and pay for it. If you're telling us that's good enough, then why aren't you going ahead with it? Because we've been basically begging for this. What are you going to say now, Cher? Call and get it done. Come on, pay the guy the money, and let's still do it Saturday. If that's good enough, what you sent Six Up, and you're trying to make it seem like it's good enough, then okay, let's go. I don't know what she expected me to do. She can be mad at me all she fucking wants. I'm tired of fucking people going on here and throwing us under the bus, and it's like making these snide remarks and kind of just like, being passive aggressive and just, slightly saying stuff, but at the same time not talking bad about us to make it. No. And then behind the scenes, you're talking to people like Six Up? For what? Good. Maybe she can show us her paying for the freaking polygrapher this Saturday, and him confirming that he will take a picture or a printout of that paper ID, of that picture we sent her, and his birth certificate. If we have a birth certificate and a printout of his ID, then so why are you going? You see what I'm doing? See what I'm saying? She's purposely going to Six Up and saying, "Oh, see, guys, she has an ID. They have an ID. Okay, well, schedule it, money girl. You're the money man. You're the one that collected all the money. You're the one that took on the job and set it up. You said." Tell her, guys. Tell her, okay. Tell her to set that shit up since it's fucking good enough. Yeah, we do have screenshots of it, and I have screenshots of Cher commenting underneath it too. Not just Six Up saying that shit. So Cher just sealed her fate there. She said herself and confirmed herself on a post that she had been working with Six Up this whole time, and she sent a private document to Six Up of all people, the biggest piece of shit person has been trying to ruin our lives for years. Like, and what did I do to you, Cher? What did I do to you? Nothing. You purposely have been doing this for fucking months, and then you're going to sit here and turn this around on me? Like I did something to you? But you've been talking to Six Up this whole time? Do you not get that? You're a fucking liar. Set the polygraph up or shut the fuck up. If that is good enough, like you and Six Up say, then what's the problem? You're telling me it wasn't. That's the whole reason why we sent that to you. That's true. Tina said she would take us too, so. Yeah, Angel, I'll still do card readings, I'm sure. Well, it just kind of proves that she wants to keep it money. She told everybody she's keeping $100 for her fucking pills and weed. I'm just disgusted, guys. The lie detector was supposedly supposed to be 500. And I even had somebody like message me and said that they contacted one in our area that was willing to do it with just a birth certificate and the stuff we have. So I don't understand why Cher can't freaking call that same person or somebody else and get us scheduled. But yet, you know, according to her, we do have an ID. So, and that's good enough. So if that's true this whole time, then why hasn't she paid for the fucking polygraph for this Saturday? I've been telling her for months. I've been telling her. I said, do not get yourself like, you're not going to be able to pay for that yourself. Do not get yourself like in a situation where you're going to have to come up with the money yourself. You're not going to have $500 to pay for a polygraph. Like up front, nobody has that kind of money right now. So I've been telling her, I've been warning her about taking on too much, about biting off more than she can chew. And she still scheduled it the 4th. But yet, the closer we got to it, it's like, I don't know. And I mean, yeah, we were panicking because we can't get ID because she's like sitting there telling us we have to have one. So we sent her that picture of one. It's like, well, we have this. Can you send it to him and ask him if we can, like, if we could show it on our phone or if we can print a picture, a copy of it. So there's nothing, if she showed everything, there's nothing about anything I've told her that would make her think we didn't want to do it. It's just really sad, and I don't even know. I'm disgusted, honestly. There's nothing that I did to deserve this from Cher or Fred. All we've tried to do is help in Summer's case, and you know, I mean, literally her going on to Six Up's post and confirming that she was like, and sending Fred's private document to Six Up of all people. Like, I'm just disgusted, dude. I mean, like, that's just trashy. I don't even know. You know, so all right, guys, I'm gonna go and take I don't know. Sorry that I got upset and stuff, but you know, I'm so tired of people doing this stuff for content and then turning it around and making us the bad guy, you know. We want how can you imagine like how are we supposed to set up a lie detector ourselves and like then people are going to just think that's sus, you know, us setting up our own lie detector. That's why we did it the way we did. I don't know, believe, because she didn't really, she didn't tell me. She just told me the area. And I'm like, I don't know if that's going to be good because that's where my dad, and I don't, you know, I knew that certain people like 666, the stalker she is going to know where my family lives. And I tried to tell Cher that. I said that might not be the best choice because my family lives there. But I was like, whatever. It is probably the area. I mean, you know, one of the top areas that they would have them if they're, you know. Thank you, Ron. Thank you guys. And I'm sorry. Like, I don't know where shit went wrong. I mean, I guess shit went wrong teaming up with Cher, thinking that she was actually doing what she told me. And little I know that she's contacting 666 the whole time. You know, like, what's that? I mean, which makes no sense because, like, how is that for Summer Wells? Hey, electronic medium. I mean, she literally told everybody, according to her, I mean, it looked like she wasn't going to do it from the beginning because why didn't she go ahead and schedule Andy? That's what she told everybody. It was supposed to be both of them. Go ahead and do Andy's while in the meantime, you know, like it could be something we could get done really quickly. Maybe. I mean, I don't know. It's been years trying to do this. And the Indiana one, we've tried, you know, we've even tried a few times since being up here and called people, emailed, and I'll still do the video, but I'm so stressed with life right now, guys. I have, you know, I've had a serious situation recently, which I'm sure is going to be out there now because Cher's been talking to people like Six Up and stuff, and I confided in her, and I can't handle the extra stress. So, and I can't. I mean, it's all petty compared to some of the real life shit. So, all right, guys, I'll talk to you later.